Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. Today we're going to be watching why Shiba Inu is dropping so much. This is really important news if you're holding just a single Shiba Inu, because this is what we're going to be looking into today. We can see we're still a far way from 1 cent. Can we reach it? With the market dipping, what is happening? Why is Shiba Inu dropping? Is this the end of Shiba Inu? Well, be sure to like the video so other Shib members can see this. But what we're seeing so far is the drop in volume, drop in fully diluted market cap, drop in market cap. Obviously this coin is dropping. And for a very simple reason. This happens every single year with Shiba Inu and with all coins alike. What we can see so far is if crypto overall drops, that means only one thing. Bitcoin dropped for some reason. Either it be an Elon Musk tweet, either it be some bans, or sometimes it even raises up in price very drastically. Some approval from either big governments, and that's what we're seeing every single year. Now, even on a monthly basis, we're getting random dips and random lows. And does this mean Shiba Inu is dead? Will it always stay at this price? Of course not. Now, what does exactly means if Bitcoin goes up, so does Shiba Inu? And that's not really a good thing. I think Bitcoin will always be some sort of a dominating factor. What we really have to notice is how you react here. I think a lot of bigger whales, so we're talking people who have billions, maybe even trillions, are buying cryptocurrency from paper hands. So what exactly are paper hands? Paper hands are people who sell their crypto at the lowest price possible, and because they're afraid they will lose all their gains. So they make, I don't know, maybe 2% instead of making 200, 2,000, 20,000, or maybe to much more than that, 2 million%. Who knows at this point? But what we can see here is this happens every single year. People panic. We see, big dips. We saw this back in 2011. We saw this back in 2013. People who sold lost it all. So maybe example here, people sold at $222. They sold all their crypto and are now regretting it because crypto is $56. Just back in 2011, crypto was $11 and they sold it all. This is how important it is to actually, know when to sell and know when to buy. This is the whole point of crypto. And I wanted to read you an article, which is really important for Shiba Inu. As newbies panic in the latest Bitcoin correction, old pros appear to buy on the dip. So we can see, big wealthy investors actually buying after the Elon Musk tweet spurred the latest drop. So blockchain data shows that the latest Bitcoin microcorrection, which is a market correction, a lot of bad cryptocurrencies, what I call them, which sent the oldest cryptocurrency down by more than 35% above 64,000. I definitely do think it can reach 80,000 at some point by panic selling from investors who bought during the recent bull market. The Bitcoin market is a historically significant correction, blockchain data analytics firm Glassnode wrote in a post on a Monday. These are strong signals that short-term holders are leading with panic selling. So obviously people are selling. People are afraid they're going to lose all their gains, which in turn causes more afraidness in the Shiba Inu community, and people start selling their coins. And then people in the comments ask me, well, if Shiba Inu is having so many massive updates, you're making so many videos, why is the Shiba Inu price dropping? It's so simple. If Bitcoin drops, Shiba Inu drops. I keep saying it in my every single video. So you can see over here, like minus 6% for Bitcoin. Here we go, minus 6% for Ethereum, minus 7% for XRP. They're all bound together. At the press time, Bitcoin was changing hands at 42,000, down 10% in the past 24 hours, based on CoinDesk. And it came from a series of tweets by Tesla CEO Elon Musk, in which he initially failed to deny outright that his electric car company has sold or could soon sell all of its more than 1 billion Bitcoin holdings of Bitcoin. So he's saying, he will sell his Bitcoin. He doesn't want to use Bitcoin anymore, and he's making a fun out of it. He later clarified that Tesla has not sold any of the holdings. So they're still, actually having fun with it. He's not going to be selling any of his Bitcoin. He's holding 1 billion, which for, Tesla is not that much of a money. On Wednesday, Musk announced that Tesla would no longer accept Bitcoin as a form of payment because of concern about its impact on the environment. The price fell by nearly 13% that day, or more than $7,000. $2 on the Coinbase exchange, according to TradingView. In the post, the Glassnode, citing several key blockchain data metrics, said that the market correction has been led by new investors who are selling in a panic. And this is what's happening with Shiba Inu. This is why Shiba Inu is dropping. You know, they see Elon Musk tweets and they actually do sell because there's a lot of new investors in this space. There's a lot of older investors, which is completely fine. But what we see, you know, is people selling and then they're afraid because the price drops. So dropped well below the key threshold of 1 from what we can see. Every single coin, you know, that's younger than 155 days actually has died. So maybe Shiba Inu has dropped a bit more because people are calling it a meme bubble, which of course it is not. And again, this video is not financial advice. Sopper measures the net profit, and we can see, obviously, this happens every single time. If you hold Bitcoin in the long term, it will actually grow in the end. So number of addresses with a non-zero balance, you know, we can see people actually holding a bit less and then people, you know, selling a bit more. So at the same time, the number of accumulation addresses of Bitcoin continue to rise as count of non-zero balances addressed dropped by about 2.8%, indicating that long-term holders are buying on the latest price dip. So people, you know, buy Shiba Inu coins who are actually profiting on the dip from what I can see. They're profiting off of buying cryptocurrency so far, and this is exactly what is happening. A lot of new investors actually do not know this, but those who are very rich get richer, and those who are poor get poorer. With Bitcoin still at a much higher price than it was during the last bull market, and it's still at very high, bigger capital inflow are needed to drive a full price recovery. And on the other hand, the blockchain data might imply that the current correction could be a larger time pullback in a bull cycle. So yes, maybe it's not happening for some time. Weak hands capitulate and stronger hands recommends their accumulation of cheaper coins. So what he basically means of that is, you know, those who sell, those lose. And you get used to it. I don't even see the dips anymore. All I see is 5% off, 10% off, 15% off. So it's really weird that Shiba Inu is actually dropping when we see, you know, Shiba Inu being listed on 63 exchanges. When we see it so many things going so far, it's actually being accepted on one of the largest cannabis companies to accept, you know, Shib, which is just big. It's huge news. Like this has 1,800 likes, maybe even more. This is how big this is. Everyone is now accepting Shib, and Shib is getting bigger than ever. And this happens every single month. You know, people panic when it's low and people are happy when it's high. And definitely those who have paper hands probably sold somewhere in around 2020. Like we were seeing such gains in 2020, but now we're seeing something like that every single year possibly. You know, even going back from it, we can see many years ago, or maybe like a few months ago, we can see big changes. So for example, you know, May 9th, you know, a big dip. Again, you know, those who waited a day, those who did not sell, saw an even bigger increase. Those who bought on May 11th, of course, have some loss for now in the short term, but in the long term, it doesn't even matter. Because the thing is, even if these dips are happening, we're still getting way more updates for Shiba Inu than ever before. The team is getting bigger. There's different types of teams. You know, the CEO has spent millions of dollars on this project, and he's not giving up. And neither is the team. We can see this every single time. You know, it drops over here, May 22nd, goes back up 3 days later, you know, drops over here. We're seeing these dips always. So we can see the same thing, you know, way ahead. So April 20th, and then May 9th. And this is very certain that those who have a lot of money are now buying Shiba Inu. And I actually do have proof. For a lot of people asking me for some proof, no sweat, I have it. And if we check over here, there's big wallets. This guy has 584 million. Now, this guy has some strong hands. He's not selling it at all. And this is what Shiba Inu is. You know, these people have, except like the exchanges, these people have millions, 84 million, and they're not selling. And this tells you how big and rich they are and still are confident in Shiba Inu doing good in the long run. So if I don't convince you, do these wallets convince you that, you know, if Bitcoin drops, also Shiba Inu drops? I don't see it as a big thing, but I saw a lot of people panicking about the price drop so far, and I definitely wanted to make this video to actually comfort you. Again, this is not financial advice. If you need the money, you should definitely sell. But we can see people already being millionaires in Shiba Inu and still not selling. Now that is a big question. Like this guy has $1 trillion and is not selling at all. And this is what's really exciting to me. If these people know how much wallets they hold, and for what reason they are holding, surely Shiba Inu will be something much bigger than we might all expect. Dogecoin does not have such big wallets as these people, and that's what's really exciting for this coin. Until next time, be sure to like the video and check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.